In the past 2 days, SEC has kicked up a huge regulatory storm in the cryptocurrency world. The SEC sued the largest cryptocurrency exchange Binance and Coinbase one after another, causing the price of BNB to fall precipitously from $305 to $270. Coinbase's stock price to fall 18% at the opening, and the entire crypto market to plummet. The two major exchanges were sued at the same time, and some even wondered if SEC was short of money. After all, in 2022, SEC launched a total of 760 enforcement actions, earning a record $6.4 billion, created a historical high. In response to the SEC prosecution, CZ launched a survey on Twitter, which resulted in 85.5% of people expressing support for Binance. So what do you think? Personally, I am equally supportive of Binance because there are no clear and perfect regulatory rules for cryptocurrencies in the US. And excessive enforcement by regulators such as the SEC is not only harming the industry as a whole, but also damaging the positions of crypto investors in general. What is happening today is reminiscent of the FTX crash in 2022 when the entire crypto market was affected by the plunge and the Bitcoin price hit a 2-year low. Since the FTX collapse, the FUD for Binance has hardly stopped, and this is not the first time that US regulators have sued Binance. In March this year, the CFTC sued Binance and CZ. So what's the difference about the SEC's lawsuit against Binance this time around, and what will be the impact on Binance and the crypto market? Will Binance become the next FTX? Hello everyone, this is Big Hertz. As always, today's video does not constitute any investment advice. Just do your own research. Also, remember to press like and subscribe if you liked today's video. First, let's take a look at the charges filed by the SEC. As you can see, the allegations are the same old ones, including Binance is not registered in the United States, deliberately avoiding regulation and soliciting US users, selling unregistered securities, misrepresentation and misleading investors. Regarding the security of funds, that is, CZ can control the funds of Binance.US. The prosecution documents pointed out that at least 145 million funds were transferred from the operating body of Binance.US to Sigma Chain controlled by CZ in 2021. And then Sigma Chain bought a yacht with $11 million, although it did not state that if this $11 million was users' money. And the SEC's claims are permanent prohibition of further violations, restitution of the proceeds of the violations, permanent prohibition from engaging in related unlawful business through interstate commerce, civil penalties, and compensation to investors. To sum up, first of all, the SEC's charges mainly point to Binance's illegal provision of services to US users, and despite the mention of user-found security, and there is no evidence that Binance misappropriated users' funds, which is fundamentally different from previous FTX thunderstorm. Second, the suit is similar to the CFTC suit against Binance in March, in that it is a civil one and not a criminal suit like BitMEX. Criminal charges should be filed by the US Department of Justice, but the department has not yet taken action. And before Reuters has reported that there is disagreement within the US Department of Justice. Based on the historical experience of crypto companies being sued by the SEC, the worst outcome would be the shutdown of Binance.US, the withdrawal of Binance from the United States, and the payment of a large fine. Third, in addition to the fines, the SEC's lawsuit against the two leading exchanges are essentially a competition between the SEC and the CFTCs for cryptocurrency jurisdiction, as the regulator also needs to spend a lot of time and manpower in litigation. After all, the SEC and Ripple's lawsuit has been going on for 2 years, and Ripple spent $200 million and was unwilling to compromise, with the SEC switching targets. The response from Binance also mentioned that the SEC's actions here appear to be in service of an effort to rush to claim jurisdictional ground from one regulators. Finally, there is also a conspiracy theory that SEC Chairman Gensler has a personal issue that is a crackdown on Binance to avenge FTX. CZ played a very crucial role in last year's FTX crisis, as it was CZ that announced a liquidation of FTT at a critical moment, causing FTT prices to plummet. FTX to suffer a run and a massive outflow of funds. SBF then had to bow down to CZ, which announced its intention to buy it, but then quickly flipped out and eventually FTX collapsed completely. On the other hand, Gensler and SBF was acquaintances, and they were inextricably linked to each other. Both Gensler's and SBF's parents were once professors at MIT, and the father of Alameda CEO was Gensler's former boss. In addition, SBF is one of the largest donors to the Democratic Party and Biden, and Gensler joined the SEC after Biden was elected, which is also easy to figure out. Last year, when FTX crashed, thousands of people petitioned for an investigation into Gensler's role in the FTX incident. The Congressman Tom Emmer also stated that he was investigating whether Gensler had helped SBF evade regulation. Now, he's waging war on two major exchanges at the same time, turning the cryptocurrency world upside down and making the already troubled Gensler a source of public anger again. Conspiracy theories aside, Binance, as the world's largest crypto exchange, has long been a target of many US regulators, and a bigger crisis may be yet to come. In addition to the aforementioned US Department of Justice, which did not take action against Binance because of internal disagreements. Another major threat is Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is responsible for anti-money laundering regulation under the Treasury Department. Both the SEC and CFTC have accused Binance of failing to comply with US anti-money laundering laws. And Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, the Treasury Department, has not responded and is likely to be collecting evidence as well. In February this year, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network had identified Binance as a money laundering exchange Bisolato's main counterparty. Finally, regarding the impact of the crypto market, in addition to Binance, Coinbase and the exchange will be affected. The entire crypto market will also be inevitably affected. Regulation will be an important factor affecting the market in the next period of time. But overall, the current SEC prosecution will not yet have a big an impact as the FTX crisis last year. As mentioned in the previous video, after the debt ceiling crisis, the short-term market may see the last drop before the start of the big bull market, and there will be better buying points. With the subsiding of the regulatory storm and improvement of the liquidity environment, the crypto market will pick up again. This is the end of today's video. I will keep following and sharing with you guys in time. Welcome to share your views, leave in the comments, and if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.